Hey guys, how you doing? So I've made some more notes here. Okay, I just shot a vid now as well on the spiritual side of darkness, something to that effect. I'm not sure in what order I'm gonna release it, but anyway, I'm doing another vid based on some information that I feel is just needs to be shared again with people. And again, guys, welcome. Sorry, I sometimes just rush and I ramble and I fire away. Try and keep the vid short. Give you guys as much info as possible before you exit out the vid. So it's gonna be on an indigo child. So the title will probably be something like that, on an indigo child, traits of an indigo child. Okay, and this is very dear to me, like very dear if you hear the word out. And again, guys, besides the service that I offer, which of course is predominantly spiral consultation, my chaos magic course, invocation tarot readings, and just what, and my consultation can be about what it is that's going on in your life, a case you perhaps want to talk about, how best to go about it, because I work very personally and we work each angle according to the client. Okay, or if you want to just chat about knowledge, you want to just pick my brain, we can do that also. um, so again, this topic that I'm going to talk about is because of things I'm just seeing around me, how people are, besides suffering, being um, incorrectly diagnosed, right? Being treated shit, and it infuriates me. It's got to do with limitations and just things that just infuriate me. So hear me out, and if you know anyone who needs to hear this type of information, either tell them about it or share the word, show the like, guys. Okay. So I made some notes because there's so much to talk about. I could probably talk about this for a full hour. That's to say, if you ever want to go in depth with me, send me an email or message. We can set up a consultation. Okay. But in the brief points that I've made here, indigo child, some of the traits, characteristics, what to look out for, and I think they're special. Um, they really put you for a purpose, and the funny thing is, they're not just put here for a purpose. They chose consciously to come back for this purpose, a purpose of helping 99.9%, if not 100% of indigo children chose to come back to help people, humanity on some level. So getting into some of their traits and how to spot them and identify them in yourself and kids around you, or even adulthood, okay? They are extremely into truth. Now hear me carefully. It's not just speak truth, they are extremely into truth. Anything short of that is a shackle. They are extremely intuitive. People who you see within yourself is like, I can't read your mind, but I just feel you're talking shit, or that makes sense. But they're extremely intuitive, especially with human nature. Um, they are free thinkers. They, or you yourself watching, are free thinkers, okay? They hate limitations. A lot of people do, but theirs is slightly different. They hate the norm, sitting in the box, sitting in the unnecessary regulated rules, regulations, chains, offices. They don't just sit there and get by feeling frustrated like most people do. They literally cannot stand it because their soul knows better. So they are free spirited, they are free in a very physical sense as well. They cannot sit still for these things. And often, too often, a lot of kids get diagnosed with what's it, ADD, ADHD. And yes, in some cases, there are kids who have chemical imbalance, which is fine. There are medications for that when needed. But before that, try the spiritual approach. And all the spiritual approach really is truth. you know Give that kid, give that person nature, freedom, fresh air, meditation, breathing, embracing the darkness, embracing what they're feeling and desiring. So that just pisses me off, because so many times I see and I hear kids, adults being pumped with medication, and I don't have anything against it where it's needed, but when you're an indigo child, you're free, you want to grow, you feel it in you, and if you see that in someone, help them. They need to grow, they want to, and as soon as they reach where they're supposed to be, they can literally change the world, because that is actually a desire of theirs. You will see it within them, you'll see it in yourself. If you're an indigo child, you have this burning desire that's literally in your fucking DNA. You chose this. You want to really change and help the world, help humanity, help people in some form or way, okay? So that is very big to them, is truth. They're intuitive. They want to help others. They're extremely aware, alert, conscious. Okay, now I'm not saying they're super aware of every single thing going on around them. Red car, yellow car, black car behind you. Not that. They are aware. You can't really bullshit them. And if you're an indigo child, you can't really be bullshitted yourself. Okay? So They really want to help. They're destined to help slash chose to help. So if you see these traits within yourself, within youngsters, reach out, see what can be done to ease help. It's got to do with freedom, breaking the limitations. And again, I'm not going to harp on this, but the kids and adults who suffer the most as indigo children are those brought up or still in religious homes, unfortunately, or any homes that are just closed minded, closed eyes to truth. They will be labeled as ADHD, possessed, all this other shit. And they're indigo children, they're pure energy beings waking up, who chose to wake up earlier as such to help humanity, to help others. So they're free spirited, they're very free beings. If you feel that, stop letting people limit you and tying you down with limitations, boxes, regulations, unnecessary medications. Okay, be free, practice the freedom through going into nature. They love being in nature. If you got a kid or you see another kid in family who like wants to go to the beach or the park all the time, step in, let them go, somehow find a way, let that person get into nature. It literally revives them because there's no limitations in nature, and nature is unbiased in giving her energy back to us. So if you see that, guys, help out and do it for yourselves when necessary as well. Okay, so I hope that information helped. I hope you enjoyed it, and again, be good or not,